The other question I've got, which is coming from council officers rather than consultants, saying that Daedalus is felt to be a more appropriate site because it has been previously used for commercial purposes. But now, when you talk about Daedalus, are you talking the airfield or are you talking the camp? You know, what were the previous commercial operations taking place on the airfield? I'm only aware of aviation commercial activity, i.e. Britain Norman are on there. The SAR, you could say, were a commercial organisation because it's a CHC company working for the Department of Trade, providing search and rescue. So what was the previous commercial operation on the airfield? The airfield has been an airfield for the last 99 years. Next year, we're celebrating the 100th anniversary as an airfield. The airfield's always been an airfield. When the Navy moved out in 1996, it was still an airfield. It's still an airfield now. So what is this previous commercial operation that's taken place on the airfield, as reported by council officers? I'd be interested to know where they got their information from and what these commercial operations were.
This piece of land has always been farmland. It's always been farmed.
Sorry.
Yeah.
For 40 years.
As you're asking a planning officer to comment, I'll certainly ask him to do that. My own assumption would be that you have two sorts of land. You have countryside and you have brownfield site or land that's previously been used for something other than countryside or farming. But
do you know if any of the
our
aviation
planning officer
intend
would
to
like to,
leave
one or two
this build?
choice of three, like to comment?
Thank you, Councillor Woodward. My name's Lee Smith.
He is the head of planning at
I can't remember the actual comment, or I'm just asking Mark now. I don't remember saying a specific comment about previous commercial use. I mean, the site of Daedalus at the moment enjoys a planning permission to be used as an employment zone. That's something that applies to the whole of Daedalus at the moment, but I accept what the speaker was saying, that historically it's been an airfield for almost 100 years. So I'm not sure I can add too much more to that, Councillor Woodward. I think the differential that Mr Wyatt made in his presentation is that Chilling, his view and my view when I've walked it, is it's largely open countryside. That's what it feels like. The distinction is at Daedalus, there's some large buildings which Mark showed on the drawings which are already permitted to be built. I hope that helps.
My only comment on that really is the fact that the airfield is a green lung between Leon Solent and Stubbington, and along with the land to the north where they were proposing to build the houses and the solar panel farm, etc. You know, there was a great emphasis on keeping that strategic gap. What we see is a nibbling away of what is supposed to be industrial development, which was in the master plan, which we were looking for the south and east side, not encroaching on the airfield, other than aviation-related businesses. You know, that's what we were looking for on the airfield, was aviation-related businesses providing jobs. The IFA2 is not going to provide a mass of jobs as far as I'm aware. So for the sake of 10 acres, you'll be getting maybe a handful of jobs after the construction phase has been done. So is that a good trade-off as far as jobs versus industrial development as opposed to some other form of industrial development?
There is, as Lee Smith said, an awful lot of permitted industrial development at Daedalus, and no, so it isn't purely for aviation. It's aviation, aerospace, marine, advanced engineering, and of course the college, which is there as well. So there is a lot of permitted development at Daedalus, some of which is being built, a great deal of which is still to be built. And of course the decisions that the council had to contend with over Daedalus, the very first one was, oh, lots of people want to get gravel out from under it, dig the whole site up, turn it into a gravel pit. We said no to that. There were proposals from the government, from the Homes and Communities Agency, to build houses right over it and lose the airfield entirely. That again was rejected by the Borough Council as a way forward. And we said we wanted to maintain it as an operational airfield with an amount of business development in aviation, aerospace and marine. And that is the policy that we are following. That is the master plan for Daedalus. But no, it is not and never has been purely aviation. And unfortunately, aviation, in terms of the amount of space that it requires on those jobs, doesn't have jobs in anything like the numbers that we need to get onto Daedalus. So aviation is incredibly important. Otherwise, why would we have spent £1.5 million saving the airfield and resurfacing the runway? And bear in mind, if Ferrum Council hadn't taken on Daedalus, that runway would have been closed over a year ago permanently. So, yeah, we're all up for aviation, but there have to be other jobs and uses on the site as well. But I fully accept, and I'm going to pass to the gentleman behind you now, because the meeting is scheduled to run for another 5